Testing, testing, testing. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy little dog. Good evening, everyone. So, this was not my plan for tonight. My plan was Red Dead Redemption 2. Well, the thing is, I got distracted and didn't end up, being able to start streaming till about 7:50, and I want to be able to give at least like an hour and a half for Red Dead 2 because it's my first time playing, so the first little bit is gonna just be me being confused, most likely. So I cannot remember if I've played this. I've mostly been playing Gran Turismo 5, I will be honest. Okay, so right now our active car is the Mugen CRX. Oh, damn it, the fucking control difference. And that's because that's front wheel drive. Yeah, I have to be pressing square to go back. Not circle. It's different from every other video game on Earth. Well, usually X is back. Or at least in Japanese games. Okay. So yeah, the issue is we don't have much horsepower. So let's try to get the Tahiti Road with the CRX, if we can. Start race. Refresh my stream preview so I know everything's going fine. Oh. TAC is not representative of the actual... What? Oh, fucking idiot. I forgot that it's not the shoulder buttons. It's the face buttons. And I think also the right stick can be used to give analog throttle control, but... Start race. Okay. Correct button this time. Camera. Okay. In terms of straight line speed, or at least acceleration, we are doing really good, but yeah, our handling, there's so much body roll. Come on. Okay. Oh, I braked late because I forgot the button. Okay, it's only 2 laps though. So as long as we don't mess up, we can get first. But we are losing time. Quite a bit. Okay, heading into church. Brake. Crash. Come on, little CRX. Third a little longer. Sheesh, the body roll on this thing is immense. I don't know if this actually can beat the front cup. Okay, 4th. We just do not have the cornering potential. There's too much body roll. The suspension's not stiff enough. this is like the only good front-wheel drive car we have. Oh, braked way too late there. Ooh, we're down to 5th. This is a very, very tight pack. They're all within 1 second of each other. Yeah, we're in 6th, and we're only a second behind the lead. Brake. Smash. Oh, don't spin. There we go. Come on. Here's how our Honda can still win. Just corner slightly. Okay, they're gonna brake. But they didn't brake it all for that corner. How did they take that flat out? Oh, 3rd. Maybe I should try to do some races for prize cars. Because everything's so expensive that getting the money necessary is not going to come easy. I mean, we're up to 18 grand. Which isn't bad. I remember I had a plan to, you know, buy a good car for like 22, but I can't remember what it was. I mean, I need something front-engine rear-wheel drive, and because I don't think I have anything front-engine rear-wheel drive, right? Servo mode, no. Demio, no. The B is, right? But it's only got 61 horsepower. And it's mid-engined. Damn it, I pressed circle to go back. At least there's only one button necessary to switch vehicles and not... You don't have to do 3 different button presses to do it like in 5. Okay, let's switch to the Skyline 280. Okay, square, 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 race, special events, Clubman Cup, Rome Circuit. I know Rome Circuit better than Grindelwald, though I don't think this gives a prize car anyway. First 2 don't in this game, I think. Yeah, and there's a lot more rubber banding and stuff in these older ones. That's the thing. The older Gran Turismos and older racing games in general, I have a lot more fun playing, but I have get a lot more enjoyment out of the newer ones, if that makes any sense. Like, these older ones, you know, they annoy me, you know, the clunkiness and stuff, but it's fun. Yeah, it's a bit bullshit at times, but it's fun bullshit. You know, it's like the running with the bulls in Spain. Yeah, you're stepping in a lot of bullshit, but it's fun. Compare that to taking a walk in a field, and yeah, you might have, you know, have some nice views and have an enjoyable time, but, you know, any bullshit you step in doesn't feel good. I don't think that makes any sense. Oh, you know what? I think I was saving up to buy a Lotus. The Lotuses are quite good in this game. The issue is, I need to get a good front-wheel drive car, a good front-engine rear-wheel drive car. Come on. long straight. And then it's a small bend here. And then, oh, way too late of braking. That's the thing. The track doesn't render in time for the speeds you're going. And I'm not even going too fast. This is just a R32 Skyline. You have to predict and read, but you can't read the track, so you just kind of have to predict. But because of the rubber banding, you have to be, pretty much you have to know what's going to happen before it's going to happen. Brake. Okay, that was good. We're being overtaken on the inside. Twice. Okay. What the? I crashed into them, forced them into the wall, and they come out faster than me. Makes sense. Come on. Oi, watch where you're going. Jesus, man. Full throttle, come on. How are we in 6th again? The pack is so fucking tight. When there's only 6 cars as well, place has changed. Doesn't help that, like, in Gran Turismo. Okay, that makes sense. Come on. Okay, at least we're not going to get 6th, except that car has better acceleration. Turn to block it. Okay. Okay. But I don't think this would have given us a prize car anyway. That's the thing. The Skyline's a good car, but it's... I press circle! Ah... Because, yeah, it's a good car, a good starter car, but I didn't buy it as a starter car. I bought it as, a good car. But, I mean, it worked for the 4-wheel drive challenge, except everything has a much higher requirement for horsepower. I'm not even sure if it works for any of the other ones, except, maybe Grand Touring car, but the requirements on that. Oh, you know what? Let's throw ourselves at this Red Rock Valley race. I don't think we have any chance. I think we're about 100 horsepower short, but that course doesn't have very many good corners to cut, if I remember right. Not that cutting corners is much more detrimental in this game because the traction calculations or whatever are weird. Yeah, we're up against Corvette Gran Sport, Camaro. I don't think we have much of any chance. I mean, we can maybe beat the Camaro. That's just a Z28, so that's just a fuel-injected, naturally aspirated 350. Going through, I don't even think those came from the factory with positive traction. So just the 411 rear gears. I think they only had, they might have had a 5-speed by then. Yep. Skip the corner. Rev. Jesus, why does this thing kick the back out if you look at it funny? Just having a digital throttle as well does not help. Yeah, like even that was part steering on a bank turn and it's just drifting. Like, that shouldn't be happening. Something with the four-wheel drive system on this just makes it unstable. 6 seconds behind the first. All of the barriers have back-face calling. So I'm kind of driving the front around it, you know, waiting for it to open up, and I can't see it because it's all back-face called. Yeah, I don't think we have much of any chance. Yeah, I do not understand why the hell this thing handles so poorly. I mean, it has a decent amount of body roll, but that doesn't explain the major amount of oversteer and it spinning out at the drop, because it's understeering, which is expected of a four-wheel drive car, but it's also oversteering, and it's spinning out, you know, at the drop of a hat. Like, I have steering at lock. If you had that steering at lock, you would spin out. You wouldn't be going sideways. You would have broken your neck. Oh, that was bad. I should not have cut that corner. You know what? We did win that Mugen beat, but don't we have the last one of the K-Car Cup to do still? That'd probably be better than our upgraded Suzuki. Down to 19 seconds behind. But we're still going to get like 600, 700, 800 for 6th place, I think. I know victory is 10K on this race. You know what? It really just feels like the tires on this are like super hard bias plies where they just do not have good traction or anything. Because, yeah, I mean, like, I'd expect that out of, because I think, I forget the brand of it. They were Vietnamese made tires. I forget the brand, but I had them on my car at one point, and the rubber was just so hard that, you know, second there's any rain, unless your tires are warmed up, you have no traction at all. Even in the dry, until the tires are warmed up, your traction is bad. But because, I mean, tire wear is in this game, but I don't think there's any sort of tire heat or warming. So the tires feel cold to me, just based on how it's reacting. Which, cold and hard. Yeah. Personally, for, you know, any car I own, as soft as of rubber as I can get. Sure, in the long term, I'll have to buy more tires, but I don't buy expensive tires. Like, Mastercraft's the only name brand I really do, and they're like half the price of any other brand. Like, for my car, all 4 tires on it, I bought secondhand off Facebook Marketplace because all I could really afford. And the rears are a bit big, and the fronts, you know, they all had some slight weather checking and everything, but they had plenty of tread life to them. Okay, 500. Not good. But damn it. But because like I've had to deal with, you know, very old Dunlop radials, you know, 40, 50-year-old ones, and, you know, Goodyear bias plies, and just the rubber. I don't know if it's just age or if there was shit to begin with in terms of the compound, but okay, no, we just have the Compact Car World Cup. Okay. 246 and a compact car. But like the rubber's so hard that that's why, you know, old Camaros and, you know, anything American from the 60s, you know, people associate them so much with burnouts is because they have, you know, 300-400 horsepower in the front, driving the rear wheels with no weight on the back. And the tires are so hard. You're pushing all that, especially with the narrow, like the, let me think of the one tire that I've got, that I can remember. 64 Pontiac Tempest. I mean, this one I believe had an inline 6, but, you know, you can get them with V8, almost 400 cubic inch. Tires on them, 13-inch. And about 8 inches wide in total for the rim. But the actual tread surface was like a good 1.5 to 2 inches shorter, smaller than that. Okay, so 295 is our horsepower limit. Bum, bum. That's way too little, though. But the Skyline... It exceeds it, but come on, game. Because everything else I have is all K cars. Ain't no way they're gonna beat the Compact Car World Cup, I guess. Hello? Square! It's the only fucking video game in existence where Square, or what's that on Xbox? Y? And it's X on Nintendo. Well, I guess East City. And let's go, probably Mazda would be the best value for money for front wheel drive. Or maybe not, because all these are rear wheel drive, aren't they? 323F, that's front wheel drive, but it's only 167. Where's the Cosmo? That's rotary. That's rear wheel drive, though. Protege, I'm fairly certain, is rear wheel drive as well. Right? Four wheel drive. And both of the ones there are GTRs, so they'll both be. GLX, I think, is that a K car? Yeah, I mean, it's we have one, except it's a better one than that. So yeah, Mazda's out of the window. I mean, if we're going for front-wheel drive, it'd probably be best to look Honda. But Honda, most of these don't have much power. I mean, Honda Prelude, 96. Only 197. And the Civic Type R, which is basically the most powerful one thing. Yeah, that's the Accord wagons. Those probably have more horsepower, but Yeah, even still, 182. But, you know, they have more horsepower, but they weigh, you know, 1.5 times. Daihatsu is just a couple K cars, right? Yeah, the Move, the Mirror, and the Opti Club. Why did you make that noise? Nissan for front wheel drive? Compact? Skylines, 240. Skyline, 240, Skyline, Sylvia. Isn't the Sylvia rear-wheel drive? Yeah. So yeah, there's nothing in Nissan. I think most of the performance Subarus and Mitsubishis are going to be 4. Toyota? Oops, sorry, I really need to get that shock mount, but until taxes are paid, can't justify it. Supra's rear. Soarer? 2.5 GT-T? That's rear-wheel drive. Aristo 3-liter? That's rear-wheel drive. MR Spider, that's rear, 4. Mark II, but that's both rear-wheel drive and very heavy. Yeah, they're... Starlet's a K car, ain't it? Yeah. Wait, Celica Turbo, I saw that. No, it was a Supra. Celica GTR, which I believe is also 4-wheel drive. Well, what the hell are we gonna do? We need a powerful front-wheel drive car. We might just end up having to tune that, I think that SVX is also 4-wheel drive. Yeah. Might just have to end up tuning that CRV, or CRX. Well, okay, we have to go out of this menu, which takes a while. Go home. Wait for that to load. Garage. Mugen CRX. See, right now that only has 155 horsepower. We can get that up. I mean, we can't have it like over 240 or whatever. Oh, damn it. Bum, 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 bum. East City. Let's go to the Honda dealership. Tune. Okay, so suspension kits, semi-racing, because that has the adjustable, which could be used for a fucking bot. And it seems like my chat software has bugged out again. Ban the bot. Just send out a test. Nope, that's working. I guess when it doesn't do it in the if it monitors or gets caught. Yeah, let's get. Oh, it's so expensive. I hate that. Okay. Engine, is that where we want to put everything into? That 2,000 for 6 horsepower. These are all going to be way too expensive. 2,000 for 6 horsepower. Turbo kits. We can't put a turbo on it. Okay, can we put an intercooler on it? Does it already have a turbo? No. Okay, so it's only naturally aspirated. That's fun. Muffler. Muffler and air cleaner. Okay. Well, that's 6 horsepower for 1,800. Jeez. Everything's so much more expensive in these older ones. Others. Weight reduction, that would help. Let's do stage 1 weight reduction. Stage 2 is 6,000. I don't think that's... We need horsepower. No, the... For professionals. Y'all we can't do any of those anyway. Bow. Bow, do, do, do. Nothing I think we can do to the drivetrain other than, you know... No, even the clutches are very expensive and... It's fine. I mean, we could get a racing flywheel. I guess. That'll probably help. Engine, I guess. Because, yeah, naturally aspirated tune-up. So how the hell are you supposed to beat some of these? That's 5,000 for 7 horsepower. But I could do the computer and get 6 horsepower for 2,000. Okay, do that. Thing is, I should really invest in tires. And also, I'm putting all my money into a Civic. Okay. Wait, no. I need to go home. Garage. Mugen CRX. Tuning. No, that's statistics. Huh? How do I where do I adjust the suspension? Honda. Tune. Suspension. Suspension kit. Okay, how do I adjust it? Garage. Mugen CRX. That's just info as well. What the hell? Well, let's just hope it can win that first race on its own. Front engine, front wheel drive challenge. So, yeah, it's a 295 horsepower limit. We don't even have 200. Like, how, what are you supposed to use for that, for Trial Mountain there? Like a fucking Lotus? There's nothing in the used markets that can go that high. Because anything higher end is 4-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive in this game. Come on. I think we can win on Tahiti Road, though. Okay. I wish I knew how to adjust, because essentially there's a exploit in this game where if you make it so that the suspension is lower in the front and higher in the back, you have better acceleration because the game thinks that you are going downhill. Which is why I spent $8 on that suspension modification instead of the cheaper one, which that was definitely worth it. That is so much less body roll. Now it's just a skill issue. Oh, and I did not upgrade brakes. Come on. So we put about 20 grand into this Civic. Or is it a Civic? The CRX? I don't know Honda. Honda's always been weird. They use four-stroke engines, overhead cam, you know, all that. Like I've got a Honda. I've got a 65 CG200. It feels so different from any other brand. I mean, in 65, Suzuki wasn't doing any sort of four-stroke engines. I don't think Kawasaki was either. Yamaha might have, but I don't think so. Like, it just feels so weird. And also, you just got, you know, small things like I know this is the case for a lot of brands, but most of their engines had clutch on shifter rather than using it has both a centrifugal and wet clutch. I don't know. It's like you have on those three-wheelers, or I guess no one owns three-wheelers anymore. They haven't made them for 30 years. Four-wheelers. I'm hip with the kids. They've got four wheels now. You know what they say? 4 is a number. And that is true. 4 is a number. I don't know. I don't like... Maybe most of my experience with that kind is with Honda Big Reds. And, I guess I have had some experience on, like, I think it was a Polaris with a 800cc single. But the thing is, you've got a rear axle and everything, but there's no differential on most of them. Second, so close. So there's no differential. Like, what are you supposed to do? Because any corner you go in, you're kicking the back out. Like, I was, you know, driving around the Big Red, and it's fun because you're just fucking drifting anywhere. It's also fucking terrifying because there is rear suspension and front suspension. At least on that one. Or did that one have rear suspension? No, that one had solid rear. There was no suspension at all. So, in the corners, you could go up on two wheels. Those things flip really easily. But it was also really fucking fun. But I know the new ones, you know, they've got suspension and probably differentials nowadays. And I'm sure that, you know, I think they've got four-wheel drive as well. But you've got so much weight, and you've got handlebars to move two wheels, which just doesn't work because you can't lean into turns. You have to lean out of the turn. It's just so weird. Okay. If we keep throwing it at it, we will win and win a car that might be better than the Civic, and that I just have to grind out, you know, something we can win regularly. Because prize cars are better money than winning races. I mean, you win the race. Yeah, if you can win a 10 grand race, you know, 50% of the time you're getting 10 grand and however much for the car. But, you know, if you can win a race that gets you 5 grand, a car that's worth 5 grand, 100% of the time, it's a bit easier. Isn't that an MR2? How is that allowed? That's rear-wheel drive mid-engine, ain't it? Unless it's not an MR2. It's hard to tell with the... I mean, I love the graphics of this game because... Especially a lot of these early simulation races, because they look really damn good. The cars look, you know, great for the system they're on. But you've still got very, very low texture resolution. Very low poly count. But it's charming. They're still recognizable. They're just kind of clunky. Into church. Here on the inside, brake. Oh, that's quite a bit of understeer on the throttle. Okay, looks like that Civic's going for an overtake. Block it. Head into the apex. Apex. Oh, we got a bit of airtime there. Take it late, lift off. Oh, no you don't. I ran them into the wall and they're still right on my ass. Oh, that wasn't good. I am getting a lead, but it's just keeping that lead. Okay, 16 seconds through the first sector. Oh, I did not brake nearly enough there. Oh, that's some oversteer. The Civic's about to overtake. Nope. No, you don't. No, you don't. Oh, you bastard. Oh, they're all coming out on my ass. I've put 20,000 into this Civic. Okay, into church, brake late. Oh, come on. Come on, we can't get fifth this time. We're going into the last corner, but they're in the way. Oh, that's bad. We're not getting first. We might be able to eke out second. Come on. Get out of the way. Fine, I'm just gonna... Third, half a second behind. This game is just so much... But that's just how games were back then. Okay, Honda del Sol. Because, you know... Games are as expensive as they are now, but they didn't have, you know, fucking online loot boxes and shit to pad out the game, so you had to have it difficult. And that was good. But there's also the issue of it's a bit time consuming, which was the point. You know, as a game... Or as a kid, like, I got so much time out of the few games I had because they were hard as balls. Okay, I think we have no shot at this midfield one, but let's throw ourselves at it. Like, yeah, not to sound, you know, fucking boomer, oh, the new game's too easy, but, you know, I'm glad I didn't grow up in nowadays with the easier games, and because you get through them so quickly. Like, I probably got well over 100 hours out of Stuntman 1 for the PS2, and I barely actually played the actual game. I just fucked around in the sandbox mode. Meanwhile, Forza Horizon 5, I adore that game. I've put so much time into it. I only have 100 hours in it. 105.8. Just because, well, for one, I'm an adult, I don't have much time, but also, I've done everything in the game pretty much. All that's left is, you know, the fucking live service shit, which I don't care about. I mean, I do, but it's so much to keep up with. This Mugen Civic sucks ass. Into the hairpin, brake, late. Okay, we're going into hard left. Hold on the inside and on the curb. Yes, yes, that's an overtake. Okay. Just small chicane. Skip the curb, brake. Oh, that was way too late. We're understeering so much, and we're back into fourth. I mean, we could gain 2 seconds on that chicane just by cutting it. In fourth, going into the last. We might have to buy one of the Civic del Sols, or maybe some sort of new thing and stuff from the used dealerships. They're just so expensive. Okay. Oh, I did not plan that to be like that. Oh, we're back into sixth. Oh, hello, Hill. Just popping in. Come on. We are we're going through the revs quicker. Like, we'd still be in third at around 800, so we definitely have more power. Yeah. Okay, take this nice and tight. That's probably too tight. We just lost a bit of time due to the friction on the grass. Okay, but we get an overtake on the downhill. Cut that one. Okay, they blocked us from truly cutting that one. Brake. Okay, come on. As long as we don't get last, I will be content. Because we have way fewer horsepower and everything. Come on, little Honda. Oh, no, not sixth. No. Why can't you spin people out? If you try to spin people out, they get faster somehow. How does that make any sense? If anything, we both should be going slower. Not me going the same speed and them going faster. Nissan Pulsar. Renault Laguna, but the Renaults and Opals are going to be too expensive. I just don't know what to do. That's why, I mean, honestly, I will admit, most of this is nostalgia. You know, because I did play this game a lot when I was younger. But, oh, it's outdated, yes, but I'd rather play this than Gran Turismo 7. In fact, I have no interest in Gran Turismo 7. You know, I have not followed the car market in a few years. Most of the new developments I have no interest in. So, like, just give me a fucking, you know, anything from, like, up to the mid-2000s, and I'll be happy. But the new games are going more and more modern. That's why I love Forza Horizon. There's some just off-the-wall shit in those games. Like, Holden Commodore Station Wagon. What else is there in that game? It's not as bad or as much as Gran Turismo 4 with the fucking, Mercedes-Benz three-wheeler. I really gotta find some way to stream that other than spending quite a bit of money on a backwards compatible PS3. It's gonna have to either be buy a capture card that can take component video or composite, I guess, but it's gonna look terrible. Okay, so I guess, yeah, buying 20 grand in upgrades was a mistake because I could have bought a Honda Accord or a Civic. Type R. That's brand new. It has 182 horsepower out of the gate and is lighter. Yeah, buying those upgrades was a bad idea. Right, let's just see then. Let's just, because I did see like Renault Clios and stuff. Let's go to West City. That's French and British, right? French, Italian. Citroën. Lineup. So is Sara. 1.8 16 valve. It's only 112 horsepower though. That's the issue. There's no real reason for you to buy cars from other countries than Japan because there's no used. They're more expensive and they're slower. I know that there's a couple cups where like you need an American car or whatever, but Peugeot. Well, I mean, even for, you know, same price, we could get a Peugeot 206. That's 138, but it weighs as much as a bus. Peugeot 106 1.6 S16. That weighs less. There really is no good car for the front that's cheap. Renault maybe like a Clio Cup. Oh, they don't have the Clio Cup. Just the regular 16 valve Clio, which is actually probably our best option. 171 horsepower out of the gate, not super heavy for 32 or 22. That's better than the Civic Type R, actually. I mean, the Megane's a bit more, but less horsepower and heavier. And it's the Renault Megane. Yeah. Clio. Because, yeah, I mean, we go to North City, that's going to be Audi and stuff. Because, yeah, BMW's all rear. I mean, the Minis, but those are expensive. I mean, the 1.3 and the 1.3i aren't, but they're K-Class. They're great cars, they're just K-Class in this game. They're good for K-Class, though. Just very expensive. So, yeah, I mean, really, the only thing I could think of would be Volkswagen and Opel. Volkswagen... Yeah, the only thing like within the range would be a New Beetle or a Lupo 1.4, and those aren't exactly powerhouses. Opel? Is there anything we could afford? Yes. Vauxhall or Opel Astra and a Corsa, but the Astra is better even if it's heavier. 136. Cause yeah, the Corsa's only got what, like 90? 104. Yeah, I think that Clio is probably going to be our best. Though, let's just see how much is the Lotus Elan 41. But 41. Oh, that's a 64. So that's not the one we want. 1990 Elan, because that is front-wheel drive, is it not? Yes. 90s Lotus Elan is front-wheel drive. Still only 130 horsepower, and it's kind of heavy. It does not make much sense. The Elans are... Lotuses are great. I love Lotuses. So yeah, I guess all we can do is do more races. Maybe we can beat something in Gran Turismo League. Japan Nationals. Oh, we could probably beat this one. It's at midfield, wasn't it? Right, before I start. Remember, it's not drinking and driving if it's a video game. I mean, I'm driving and I'm drinking gin and tonic, but no one to arrest me on a race course. Except track, no, track marshals. I don't, they're like mall cop, or security guards. They don't have the power to actually arrest anyone. Oh. Why didn't I do this before? I mean, it's midfield, so there's, you know, pretty tight bends. Oh, I took that way too tight. Lost probably a good second there. Come on. Get out of the way. Okay. Apex. Boy, they were in the way. They prevented me from hitting the apex. Okay. Brake. Oh, our tires are holding out on us, I think, but there's no use spending the money on tires for this when the car itself isn't worth it. It's not good enough. I've put 20 grand into it. It was a prize car. And it might be able to win me this race. Oh, brake. What are you doing, man? Okay, Apex. Oh, it went off. Okay. We can win in a straight. Yep, they've gone down to their ultra low poly models. Where they're just like 2 polygons that look like a fucking pixel. What? How are they already that caught up? I kind of fucked that corner, but still. Get out of the way, you're blocking the racing line. Okay, I crashed them into the wall, and they're already back going top speed. Makes sense. Gotta love rubber banding AI. Okay. Corner. Oh, I cut that too tight, and for some reason my car decides to kick out the back in the direction opposite of where I was steering. That makes sense. We're gonna have to do this again, aren't we? Because we're not gonna get up to first in this 100 meters. Or are we? No, we are. Okay, good. We don't have to do this again. 139.5. And what do we get for a prize car? And how much money do we get, more importantly? 4 grand. But what's the prize car? Do you not get a prize car? Unlike Gran Turismo 5, there is, you know, a thing that says a new car has been added to your garage. Yeah. What the hell? So you don't get a price card for that? Nope. Well, that's bullshit. So only the special events, because you don't get any from Rally. You get them from Endurance, but, yeah, I'm not spending 2 hours driving around Rome Circuit and being able to get first in a fucking Honda Civic. I mean, I might do some of the ones in 5, just because that has a bit better mechanics and stuff, and it has just better gameplay, and it's one that I actually care about, like, long term. Like, if I lose my save file for that, I will be somewhat upset. This, yeah, it just means I get to play the early game again. Okay, well, I guess let's head down and save the game. And that'll be it for tonight. I thank you all for watching, and have a good night. Bye-bye.